Greetings everyone. In this tutorial, I want to talk to you about creating folders in Microsoft Outlook. So when you get email, there's a good chance that you're going to have to deal with those emails in a way that makes sense for you. And a good way to do that is using folders. So let me show you what I mean. When I work in Microsoft Outlook and you get an email, it has been my experience that there's really two types of people that use Microsoft Outlook. There's people that love tons of folders and people like me that like to keep it simple. Going with that idea, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the inbox and I'm going to right click. And when I right click, I'm going to click new folder. So my approach to folders is this. I really only have a few folders, and one of the folders I have is something that I refer to as working. So if I'm got an email that comes in and it's a project or something I'm working on, well, I'll put it in the working folder. So the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on inbox again. I'm going to go new folder. And this time I'm going to put a number in front of it, and I'll explain the numbers in a second. I'm going to call this the Saturday folder. And again, after I create these, I'll explain them in a little more detail. The last one I'm going to do is what I call important. And the reason I put numbers in front of these is because I want these to be in a specific order. So if I could spell properly, that would be a good thing as I record this on a Saturday morning. So now I have three folders, and the reason I put a number in front of them is because these are alphabetical. So all these folders will be in alphabetical order. But because I want them in a specific order, I put a number in front of them. So now when I get an email, I have some decisions to make about all emails. One is, what do I want to do with it? In most cases, I recommend make a quick decision and delete it if you don't need it. Just get rid of it. And I'm just going to hit delete on the keyboard. Now, when you delete something, what I want you to recognize is you're not really deleting it. It's going into the deleted items folder right over here on the left-hand side. So you see we have all kinds of folders in here. Deleted items is one of them. So anything I've deleted is right here. So worst case scenario, if you deleted something and you need to find it and you're not sure where it is, you can create a search for it. In another tutorial, I'll talk a little bit more about search. But the bottom line is this: you can't really lose stuff. You can't lose stuff unless you go in deleted items and delete everything out of there. And I don't recommend it because generally, for most of us, we have so much space, it's not even an issue. So just leave it there. It's not hurting anything. Now, I do know that a lot of times I work with people that drives them crazy. They can't have all the stuff there that they don't need. They got to clean it out. So that's not my nature, but I understand that. So having noted that, keep in mind that deleted items, they're out of sight, out of mind, but save them. You know, they're not hurting anything and you might need it. You never know. Okay. So now I have these folders over here. So now that as I look at my email, when I go back to the inbox, I can make decisions. I can say, what do I want to do with it? Do I want to delete it? Just hit delete. But let's say there's something that you feel like, okay, I'm working on a project, it came in. Well, what I'll generally do is click on the email and drag it over to working. Those are my projects, anything that I've got going on. The Saturday folder, and I'll explain that, is many years ago when my kids played baseball, I'd get things that I didn't want to read during the business week. They just were distracting. It could be a newsletter, it could be some information that just wasn't that important. And if you've ever had kids in Little League, you find there's a lot of downtime where your kid is out in the field and it's cold and nothing's going on, or they're not batting, and it's frankly a lot of downtime in Little League. So I always thought, well, on a Saturday when I'm at Little League, that's a great time to read some of these things as little Johnny's standing in the outfield waiting for the person to hit the ball to them. That's probably never going to happen because they're just little kids. So I created a folder called the Saturday folder. Now you can name it whatever you want, but the concept is that's where I put everything that when I get to it, I get to it. So that's the thinking on that. Now, for those of you that have things that you're just like, this is important, I don't want to delete it, even though you know when you put it in deleted items, it could be anything. Just drag it over to the important folder right there and let go. Now, another little trick when you have a lot of items in an inbox, if you click on the first item and then hold the shift key down and click on the last one, you can select all the items and I can move them all over to one folder. Or Let's say you want to take just random items and move them. Well, after clicking on the first one, you can hold the control key down and go through and click on any email that you want. Now, this little trick has nothing to do with Outlook. This is more of a Windows trick and just a everyday use of the computer trick. If you clicked on something by mistake, just click on it a second time to take it off. So the control key on your keyboard, and then click on random items, and now you can move all of those. So it's very easy to manage your email. And my experience has been that if you have too many folders, it's easy to put something in the wrong folder. And the example I always use is you're dragging it over there, the phone rings, you look away, you're distracted, and you move the mouse a little bit. And instead of putting it in the important folder, your mouse moved and you put it in the Saturday folder. So keep in mind, regardless of where you put it, you're going to be able to find it if push comes to shove and it's not where you thought it was. So that's why having tons of folders never made sense to me. It's what I call over-folderization. So try to avoid that, keep it simple, and I always think that's a better strategy. Okay, my friends, thank you so very much. You have a great day, and there will be more on these topics. Have a great one. Bye now.